Hello to all my followers, subscribers, and any newcomers out there. It's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your February 2024 mid-month general reading. This reading is for the water sign of Scorpio for the last half of February 2024. That's if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Scorpio. If you're cross-watching for Scorpio, it is also relevant. It's a general reading, so of course it'll resonate a little differently for everyone. If you know your other placements, sun, moon, rising, and Venus, watch those as well for additional insight and perspective. And if something does resonate with you and you'd like to take a deeper look at it, or the reading style resonates with you. If you are interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please email me at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. I would love to hear from you, and I can usually get back to you within the same day or the first 24 hours with more information. I do offer a pretty wide variety of readings in all areas of life, of all different types, lengths, costs, styles, spreads, or something in there for everyone. I'm still getting a lot of orders for the 6 and 12-month overviews, which take a look at what's coming in your life in all areas of life for the next 6 or 12 months, and you can order them any time of the year. They simply go from the time of the reading forward, but the last quarter of 1 year and the beginning quarter of a new year is always a pretty popular time for that as we're starting a new cycle, so that's something to keep in mind. All right, let's move right into this reading. Scorpio, last half of February 2024 for you. I am using the Deluxe Royal Tarot, and for clarifying, I'll be using the Gilded Tarot, both by artist Cyril Marchetti. All right, let's see what the last half of February looks like for our Scorpios. Okay, Scorpio, we begin with the Six of Wands, which is a card of victory, triumph, success, struggle, recognition, ego. With the Empress, already kind of resembling your sister sign Cancer's reading. The Empress, the divine feminine, abundance, nurturing, creative, nurturing energy. Success that comes through creative, nurturing energy. We'll clarify that, of course. Next, we have the Lovers. The Lovers points to a relationship, probably quite a close relationship. And it does typically represent a choice associated with the relationship. So now the decision that needs to be made might be about the relationship itself. Do we move forward together? And if so, how? It might be that there is a third-party situation and you need to make a choice between two people. For others of you, it might represent that the choice is in another area of life, but it's significant and will have a significant impact on a primary relationship. And so the two of you need to make that decision together. I am picking up, just like I did with your sister sign Cancer's reading, that communication, open, clear communication is key here. With the Lovers, we have the Ace of Coins. So there's a specific decision that needs to be made about a new beginning of some kind, and it will affect this relationship. Now, the Ace of Coins or Pentacles can represent it's practical energy. It's the Ace of Earth, the number 1 of Earth. So often it represents embarking down a new path that may make a difference in your practical, everyday, day-to-day life. So it could be a new job, a new career. It could be moving. It could be relocating, new projects, or something that combines all of those energies as well. Next, we have the Two of Cups right next to the Lovers. Cancer also had Lovers and the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is that soulmate, kindred spirit, best friend energy. With that, we have the Five of Coins, which is often a card of insufficiency and lack. It can represent going through a period where you feel financially and materially insufficient, like you don't have enough money or material resources. It can represent feeling rejected or on the outside, not good enough. There is an indication here, though, if there are issues within a relationship itself, that even though you may be struggling and going through difficult times, with nurturing perseverance, those problems can be overcome because there's obviously quite a strong attachment here. For others of you, it may be a different situation. It may be that you're considering making a move in a different direction, whether it's with someone else or on your own, because of the need to feel more fulfilled, more balanced, and about having more long-term security and stability as well. Because here I do see that an issue here is coming from a place where you don't feel like you have long-term security and stability, whether it's financial, material, or emotional, or a combination of both. And you're considering making a pretty significant decision to embark on a path that would take you to feeling like you had long-term security and stability, meaning not having to worry or question the future so much. Again, some of you, that may be with your partner in a different direction. It may be in a completely different path with someone new, or solo as well. Now, from the bottom of the deck, the overall energy is, and focus for the last half of February, Scorpio, is the Fool. So the Fool has the 0 on his card. It's the first major arcana card in the tarot. This is where a whole new cycle of the tarot begins. We go through many cycles of the tarot in our life. A cycle of the tarot, which begins with the Fool, it ends with the World, all the cards in between. It represents different chapters we go through in our life, right? So here we're contemplating, that's the theme of the last half of February, we're contemplating starting a whole new journey, doing something completely different, going down starting a new journey, something new, stepping out of our comfort zone, taking a risk, taking a chance. Some of you, it might be, moving in. Again, it's a general reading, so what the choice and decision is going to vary. Some of you, it might be moving in together, buying something together, investing in something together, getting married, or just moving off on a completely different path. Let's clarify that overall energy of the Fool. The 6 of Wands again. It's interesting because your sister water sign Cancer had this combination in the body of their reading. They had the Fool with the 6 of Wands, which is basically Spirit's way of saying, if you take a chance, even though it may be nerve-wracking and scary or stepping out into the unknown, you are guaranteed to succeed. With the 8 of Cups and the Empress again. So the 8 of Cups is a card about leaving, about walking away from something which has run its course. It's turned out differently than what you thought it was. You're unsatisfied, you're unfulfilled, and so you're making up your mind to go off into a new landscape, a new horizon, even though you may not be entirely sure of the direction or how it's going to go. The Empress is a card about creativity and nurturing. It's the divine feminine, fertility, conception. It's also a card about self-love and self-indulgence, and making sure that you keep yourself protected as well, and setting very clear boundaries. This is about exploring a whole brand new path because you're not happy where you're at, where whatever situation it is that you've been investing in, obviously isn't doing it for you, isn't giving you, it's like it feels like you've invested a lot into a person, a relationship perhaps for some of you, a situation, and you're depleted, you're giving and giving and giving, and for some reason it hasn't worked out. I am seeing a relationship here, even for those of you for whom this may be a third-party relationship. I am seeing a primary relationship, probably the oldest relationship, if there's somebody new you're considering as well. And there is love and caring there. There's a very strong bond there, and issues which it's indicated that could be worked out if the two of you were to work together. But again, free will, free agency. You're definitely considering a change here. Let's take a look at that 6 of Wands and the Empress. The Knight of Cups, a new offer, opportunity. It might be a new love offer or opportunity. The 2 of Pentacles, juggling multiple things, and the High Priestess, using your intuition to make the best choice possible as to which is the best way moving forward. I mean, it feels like some of you, and this is for the people for whom the third party situation would resonate, it feels like some of you are in a relationship, and one that you've probably been in for quite some time. You've given and devoted a lot to this relationship. You don't feel like you have very much to show for it, particularly not, perhaps any financial, material, or emotional security about the future. And even though there's a lot of love there, there's also a lot of issues. And you may be considering there may be somebody new here that's bringing a new offer to you, or offering you what looks to be long-term security and stability. So either way this situation is, for those of you watching, there's a pretty significant choice here which is going to impact a primary relationship. And Spirit is telling you to use your intuition, not your fears, not your surface emotions, but what does your gut tell you? Let's take a look at this Lovers and the Ace of Coins or Pentacles. This is making a decision to go down a different road that leads towards long-term security and stability in the future. We have a King of Wands showing up here, so there may be a fire sign that's significant here. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. It's showing up as a king here, but in a general reading it could be female as well. We have the Ten of Cups and the Hierophant. This is marriage. This is a marriage combination, so this is going to resonate for many of you. It may be the decision to move forward into marriage with someone. It may be that there is an already existing relationship. You might want to get married. The other person doesn't want to get married, but somebody else is proposing that to you instead. We do have an offer here with the Four of Cups. There's a sense of not knowing which decision to make, though. Let's take a look at the Two of Cups and the Five of Coins. Three of Pentacles, the Tower, the Lovers again. Six of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. I feel like there's some kind of marriage proposal in here for some of you. You've got the Ten of Cups, the Four of Wands. These are tradition, and the Hierophant. This is traditional marriage commitment energy. That's a repeated theme. Repeated offer and opportunity here is as well. It may feel like it comes out of nowhere. But for some of you, there's going to have to be, it's a significant decision. For some of you, there's going to be a major ending in this as well, leaving one person to explore a completely different path. For some of you, it may be that there's nothing wrong with your relationship is healthy, but there's a pretty significant decision. It might involve moving, relocating. It may be rather unexpected. It may be that you may potentially get some kind of negative naysayers or fallout from other people. What are you doing? Scorpio must be crazy. Are you crazy to consider doing this? What's going on here? And it's all about making this choice and making this decision, taking the right path here. It's quite clear that change needs to be made, and it's quite clear that there's an opportunity for that in front of you. So let's end with advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit on what is the best course to take, or what should they focus on in order to make the best decision possible. I can tell you a theme here as long-term security and stability, starting down a path that's going to leave you with, that's going to lead to this place where you're not worried so much about the future. You feel secure about the future, which it feels like you don't have right now. Messages from Spirit. Ace of Swords. This is kind of our wake up and smell the coffee kind of card. This is Spirit saying, look, set your emotions just aside over here and look at what the truth is. The clear, practical, unvarnished truth of a situation is. Once you do that, the solution will be clear. Now, when you put the emotions back in the mix, it makes things difficult and challenging because your emotions may be wanting to tell you that you need to stay in a particular thing that isn't healthy for you because you have these emotional attachments to it. For example, a relationship. Spirit here is saying, look at something through the lens of truth and reality and practicality here, because that will give you the opportunity to make better and healthier decisions for yourself. Strength, facing your fears, your doubts, your insecurities, also taking responsibility for the part that you've had to play in situations. Don't let here with the Nine of Swords, don't let fear of an unknown future keep you paralyzed, keep you stuck. Well, I don't know if I should do this because, oh my God, what if this happens? Or, oh my God, what if that happens? Don't let fear of an unknown future paralyze you and keep you from making decisions. The World and the Nine of Cups here. The Nine of Cups is your heart's desire, your wish fulfillment, what you want more than anything else. And here we have the World, the last major arcana card in the tarot. So one significant cycle or chapter or set of chapters in your life that may have been very important and very significant, it's time for them to come to an end so you can move forward into what you want most, into your heart's desire. It's quite clear that Spirit is advocating for you for whatever the path of change, real, lasting, significant, big change is, and for you to be brave in doing that. So I think I will leave that there. Scorpio, those are your messages for the second half of February. I hope you found them helpful. I hope they help clarify or validate things for you. Again, if it did resonate with you and you'd like to peel it back a bit and take a deeper look, or the reading style resonates with you, if you are interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please feel free to email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can see that contact info connected to the description or title of this video. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the March general readings. Until then, of course, stay safe and well as always, and I hope to see you back here soon.